My husband's been having a hard time sleeping the last couple of nights, and I put my health coach hat on this morning and tried to help him figure out what was going on. And I kind of had an idea because I'm going through it too. It's a little bit of the stress of leaving this and going back home. And he said it's not even stress, and he's right, it's not stress. It is just, in his words, I'm going to miss this. And this is so much. This is not only helping here at the clinic and doing what we know the Lord wants us to be doing at this time, but it's the togetherness of a family and leisurely mornings and less stress. And when people ask me over and over again, oh, you're gonna have such a hard time going home, are you so sad you're leaving? The answer is absolutely 100% yes. But I'll tell you what, there is this excitement in me. It's like the gut punch of sadness that I'm leaving, followed by this just shot of adrenaline of getting home and excited for what God is doing next. And when my best friends ask me, she's like, yeah, are you just telling yourself that so you don't feel bad about leaving? And the answer is 100% no. Because I couldn't manufacture that feeling. No amount of self-talk could convince me to not have the sad, sinking feeling that I'm leaving this place that I've come to love. Not only Baja, Mexico, and this time with my family and less stress, but also being a missionary. There's no amount of self-talk I could do that can make me not sad about that. The only power that is strong enough to do that is our Lord. And he's the one that's filling me with excitement for what is next, for what comes when we go back to Pennsylvania, for what comes when I get back to QVC and a job that I love and all of that. Because if it weren't for our Lord, I would be in the corner over there crying nonstop about leaving. Because I am sad. I am sad to leave this place. It has been everything that I wanted and so much more. Those of you who followed me along this path from the very beginning and knowing for years we prayed on this and how hard it was for us to get to this point, to be able to leave our jobs, to save enough money, to have the courage to come be missionaries in a third world country for even just 3 months. You know how hard that was. And if you go back and watch those videos, you know the tears of anxiety that I had to get to this place. And now I have a little bit of that as we're starting to wrap up and go home, because I am nervous about re-emerging into a society and putting makeup on again and the non-stop movement that is the United States and the endless amount of consumerism that is the United States. But like I said, it's God who had me excited for this, to come here, and it's God who has me excited to go home, because I know he's going to use me. And I know that this was the season where he needed us here, and then the next season back home at QVC and whatever comes after that, he's going to use us there as well. So I am excited. Sad? Going to miss it? Yes. But excited? Yes. There's this song, in English, we have it, it's a worship song, something about, I know you'll do it again. And it's that song where, you know, you haven't failed me yet. And anyway, in Spanish, it says, yo creo en ti, so sé que lo ora otra vez. Sé que lo ora otra vez. I know you'll do it again. Basically, it says, you made a way in the past, and I know that you'll do it again. And that's how I feel about right now. This was 3-5 years in the making. There were so many hurdles. One day, when I'm out of this season of life, when I'm, you know, maybe retired or I'm writing more books or whatever it is, I will write the story of how we got here and how hard it was and the obstacles that were put in our path. And no matter what you're doing in life, there's going to be things like that, right? Even if it's God's will. But God made a way. Every time there was a no, every time there was a it's impossible, there was a but God. So, yo creo en ti, sé que lo otra vez. My Spanish is good. So I know that he will do it again. I know he'll make a way, and he'll do it again. And whether that means make the way for me to be able to speak to other people and do his will back in Pennsylvania, if it's to come back here. I mean, I will tell you, if being completely honest and sharing, because that's what we do, and putting things out into the universe, my goal would be to do this 1 month a year for the rest of my life. 1 month a year, be down here and help. I mean, it would be amazing. And I don't know how that's going to happen. I work in a job where that's not possible. I don't know how that's going to happen, but God has made a way in the past and he will make a way again. And that's how I feel living here. I'm sad to leave. I have some of those feelings that my husband's had, but I have that dose of excitement because I know God is going to use us when we get home. He's going to use me. I know that's where we're supposed to be. And I know if he wants us to come back or he wants us to go do something different, he has done it before. And yo creo en ti. I believe that he is going to make a way for us to do it again in the future. I have been sleeping better than I've ever slept in my entire life down here, ever. Never waking up with an alarm, nothing. My husband, I think, as well. So him waking up this morning or not being able to sleep very well was a good indicator of, yeah, we're bummed. But we've got the thrill and the excitement and the joy of the Lord. And we know that he's going to make a way for us at home. So we'll be back. Follow us back.